Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to analyze Near protocol and its token Near, conduct machine learning based price forecast, regression analysis, and estimated bull run target. None of the content is financial advice. Let's get started. Over the last couple of weeks or so, price of Near, after rallying from the lows in April of 2025, early April of 2025, has rallied back to the 20-week simple moving average and the 21-week exponential moving average, but has met with a significant resistance as expected over there. Again, we have made several videos related to Near throughout the course of the bear market. You can check out over here. This is the homepage of Crypto Weekly's YouTube channel. 3 weeks ago, 1 month ago, again, signaling the move from the lows to the potential resistance way over here at around 20-week simple moving average. Back then, the 20-week simple moving and the 21-week exponential moving averages were at around $3.30. Now that the price is at around $2.32, the 20-week simple moving average is at around $2.93, and the 21-week exponential is at around $3.13. So potentially, again, if this is a lower, if this low potential low formation is higher than back in early 2025 April, it could be a higher low or a double bottom. That is something to be checked. If the prices do go to that $2.10 level, or if they fall slightly lower, that around $1.83 level, that could constitute a lower low or double bottom, again quite similar to what Near did back in June 2023 and then repeated in October of 2023 before kickstarting a major bull run in the next couple of months from less than $1 to at one point at around $10, a 10x move. If that kind of a move is ahead of us, key levels to watch is first a double bottom formation at around between $1.90 and $2.10. If that is achieved, then the rally back to the 20-week simple moving average and the 21-week moving average, exponential moving average is a rally to watch for. Next levels are the 0.23 fib level, again from the Fibonacci levels drawn from the previous that is a 2021 December 2021 high at around $22 to the lows in October November 2023 at around less than a dollar at around 87 cents. From that fib level, the 0.23 fib level is at around $5.94. That's the key level to watch for. The best that Near could do in this bull run since 2024 was at around 0.382. That was a significant area of resistance at around $9.08. After that, if there is a slightly higher high at around $11.61 is a key level to watch per the technical analysis. Per the machine learning based price forecast, though, if things stay relatively bullish without any euphoria in the next 6 months, the price forecasted by the machine learning model trend on the weekly price of Near since the token launch is price action between $2.75 and about $7.50. A $7.50 Near would be somewhere as a midpoint of between 0.23 and 0.382. Again, you can see, if you want to draw a line over here from the highs that Near achieved throughout the 2024 bull season, the highs were somewhere, again you can see a lower high formation throughout the March 2024, then back in June territory, and again in December 2024 territory. If this lower high line were to meet the price action in later half of 2025, that confluence or that area of confluence could be somewhere at around $7.50, signaling this one standard deviation non-euphoria ceiling for Near. The two standard deviation case, or the euphoria bull run peak for Near with 95 percentile confidence that the price ceiling is within these orange line territory between $3.14 and about $20, slightly under $20. So that's the price forecast in a euphoria case, which takes the price slightly higher than the previous weekly high. The weekly high for Near was in January 2022 at around $18.60. This is the average weekly traded price. The highest point was in 2022, early to mid January of 2022. So if that kind of euphoria case is ahead of us, potentially taking price action slightly higher than the previous all-time high, at least at a weekly average price. So a breakout somewhere at between 0.786 and 1 fib level. Again, these are wicks. The closest weekly close happened somewhere over here in early January of 2022. So let's see if the price action, if it were to create a lower high for this market cycle, somewhere between $17 and about $22, that would be a key level to watch per the fib levels, as well as the machine learning based price forecast. Again, this is calculated using seasonal ARIMA, historical seasonality patterns for crypto's market cycle per the 4-year market cycle theory, as well as statistical measures such as 1 standard deviation, 2 standard deviation ceilings applied to the base case using machine learning models such as ARIMA, LSTM, and XGBoost. On the other hand, if there is a correction in the market, in the next 6 months, the price action could have a macro double bottom from the October 2023 territory around that $1 target, slightly lower than that between the next 6 months, between $1.05 and $2.09. So that is again the area to watch for. If there is a double bottom over here, somewhere around $2.09 territory, that could be confluent with what Near did back in early to mid April of 2025, and repeating the same process from that potential double bottom, and creating a series of higher highs from that point in time. So regression based fair value for Near, unfortunately the regression function has taken a downturn since the price action is declining with time since about March of 2024, almost 1.5 years ago. Now the fair value comes at around $2. So again, if there is a crash to that $1.93, that could be a price action worth noting, where the price comes lower than the fair value for potentially one of the last times before the mania phase of the post halving year takes place. If on the other hand, if the price action does reach that 2 standard deviation ceiling applied to the fair value, the shape of the regression function could favor a upswing like it did back in July of 2023. The shape, if it were to change, the price action needs to be at least above the $4.80, and ideally above the $8 level for the shape of the regression function to change. If we were to check the current simple moving average based risk, again, as the price is lower than the simple moving average, the risk is at about 30%. If it were to go to that intermediate peak, this is the price color coded with respect to the risk level. If let's say if we were to analyze where are some of the non-euphoria bull run resolution for the Near's price action, you can see whenever the prices are between that 40% and 60% or 0.4 to 0.6 risk, they usually are in a non-mania phase, but again in a bullish upswing. To check if the prices were to go to that level, the price could be somewhere between $7.08 and about $9. So that's the non-euphoria ceiling projected by the simple moving average based model. If we were to look at Near through the regression based DCA model, again price color coded with respect to this model, again this model has done a decent job in identifying the risk levels when signaling a buy throughout the bear market and the recovery year of 2022 and 2023, as well as in 2024, wherever the color codes were in this blue shaded region, that is less than 20% risk, and ideally whenever they are in this purple region, less than 10% risk, that those were the buy zones. Again, great entry point for Near. Again, this time around in April of 2025, the risk was at around 21%. Right now the risk is slightly elevated as the price is above the fair value per the regression based analysis. The risk levels are at around 40%. This is the regression trend line. If you were to draw 2 standard deviation residual, that's where with the dotted red line, that's coming in at around $4. A $4 Near could Near token price could signal a kickstart of a euphoria phase if it were to go to that point in the coming days to weeks. If we were to analyze where is a midpoint of most of the non-euphoria bull runs for near, again, a 40 between 0.4 to 0.6 risk level, if the price were to go to that level, per this analysis or interpretation of the model, prices between $2.50 and ideally $3.20 to that level. That's the non-euphoria ceiling for the near's price action. If you were to look at the time weighted average price, helping identify what is the price which near could digest in its future bull run, again this token is in an accumulation phase where the price is lower than the time weighted average price. At around the time weighted average price comes at around $4.55. This late into the bull run, the price is trending below the time weighted average price. Does make wonder that if there is a next leg to the bull run, if near were to participate it, this definitely the area worth considering. Again, historically speaking, whenever the price action has been below this blue line, that has signaled, looking back, an accumulation phase. This time in post halving year of 2025, most of the altcoins are not doing that well, at least in the first half of the 2025 post halving year. If they were to perform decently in the next half, accumulating at this age, at this phase of the bull run, not the worst idea. Again, not financial advice. Total estimated bull run target for near as a confluence of the three models comes at around $9. Again, the weighted risk is at around 26%, the current price at around $2.50, with the hypothesis that during the mania phase of the bull run, the weighted risk to go at around 0.95. At that point in time, the bull run peak for near is at a conservative estimate is at around $9, representing a reward of about 3.62x, slightly under 4x from here. And with that, I would like to conclude the video with saying the key levels to watch. Definitely, again, not financial advice, between the $2.93 and $3.13, that if the price action were to meaningfully hold its presence above these levels, that could flip the narrative from bearish to bullish. The next level at around $6 level, the 0.32, the lower high structure meets at around $7.30, confluent with that one standard deviation non-euphoria bull case for near. If it were to be close to the previous all-time high, between the $20 target coming between the 786 fib level and the 1 fib level, that is a key area to watch for any euphoria blow off top. The average of all the models points to that 0.382, a rally back to that 0.382 at around $9 level. That is the estimated bull run peak across the three models. And with that, I would like to conclude the video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give us a like and subscribe, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.